Okay, this is the bracelet one. Okay, I wanted to do a storyline reading as far as children falling from like I don't even want to do the storyline though. But God want me to do it. Children falling from the ride. I don't like it. I just wanted to be where is it possible that parents can talk to the people who is in charge of the rides to check the rides out before the children get on, because children gonna fall from the rides. Get what I'm saying? Some kind of ride. I don't know what ride it is though. So maybe it's a Ferris wheel. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of ride. It don't have to be the Ferris wheel, but it's some kind of ride. So is it possible that parents can talk to the establishment and make sure that the rides are straight before the children get on? So this been ever since I woke up this morning. See, it ain't went away. Get what I'm saying? It hasn't went away. It's still in my mind ever since I woke up. It's like I'm almost 11 o'clock at night. So it's still with me. I just wanted to be where some kind of way with anybody who plan on going to take your children on any rides between now and throughout the summer, to talk to whoever is whoever in charge of the actual ride, who's turning that ride on when you put your children on there, however you do it, to make sure that it's been inspected and that it is safe, because children is going to be falling from the rides. The thing is, I saw a little child and I'm thinking, how young can you be on a ride? That's why I was saying, is it an airplane, God? Because it shouldn't be a little baby on a ride. So I was saying, is it an airplane or is it a ride? Because it was like, I caught the baby. Now, I caught the baby because God had me catch the baby. So it's like I caught the baby. So I'm like saying, I don't know how I caught the baby, but God had me there in spirit or whatever, some kind of way to catch the baby. Get what I'm saying? Because we got a baby. I'm not saying, is it an airplane or actual ride, like a Ferris wheel? It's been on my mind all day. So I just ask any parents from now or whenever you go and get on rides, some kind of way, check with the person who's going to turn that ride on and make sure it's been inspected and it's your child going to be okay, because children is falling from the ride. Get what I'm saying? That's been all day. And once I do the storyline, I feel like once I do it, maybe God will take it out or release me from it, right? But it's been on my mind all day. I haven't been able to get it out. I feel that because I got to put the storyline out to tell you whoever it is that need to know. So then God keep bringing me stuff until I do whatever God want me to do. See what I'm saying? So it's been all day, and I've kind of put it off all day because I was like saying, well, exactly what is this? Is it a building on fire and children falling out the window, God? Is it like children falling down the steps because they running down, the apartment building steps to try to get out? Is it the school where the children running out for a fire drill? What is this, God? So it's a ride. Because I says an airplane is a ride. So that would be like what? A roller coaster, or what? A roller coaster maybe, or a Ferris wheel, something like that. Children falling. Get what I'm saying? So let me just do the storyline, because, oh goodness, 2 is jumping out. I'm going to grab 2. 2 and 4 here. Okay, my chair squeaks a little bit. Bear with me. Is this 4? Okay, we have a jail card. Okay, we have right here that somebody going to jail. It's going to be some kind of warrant or something for somebody to go to jail. Oh my goodness, the funeral home, Lord. I don't want the children, nobody's babies to be in a funeral home, Lord. But this the funeral parlor card. When you don't treat it like the jewel that it truly is, you end up in a funeral parlor wherever you live. But this says New York, but wherever you live. Because whoever the ride people didn't treat your children like the jewels that they are. They didn't inspect it and do what they're supposed to do, because God wants you to make sure that the rides are safe that you put your children on, right? If they not, God wants you to walk away and say that you ruined there. You don't want to have your children there, right? Or you don't even want to work there if you're a person that work there. Because maybe they're going to still try to get you to come, cut the price down or whatever, or get you to work there if you're somebody who work there. God wants you to go ahead and begin to make sure and inspect, because God wants you to put the brakes on, right? Because you want to know maybe if this amusement park really even cared about your children. Follow me? What's inside of their mind, right? Any deterrent that causes a dysfunction, God wants you to get away from. And it would be whatever amusement park this is with this defective ride. Because you got a sixth sense, because the brass love telling you right now. That's why you got the sixth sense, right? Camouflage ain't gonna work, God said. You got a chance to love yourself, right? You got to be the best queen you can be, right? And if God telling you something, you got to do it, right? What God telling you, because it says right here that we got somebody who want to supersize. That's the kinkster. And that is somebody who, an amusement park we talking about, right? Whoever it is, they want to be the kinkster, right? Or whoever own the ride, whoever that is, right? But God said you playing lottery for a chance to win. Get what God's saying. Whoever this is playing lottery for a chance to win, grabbing people on, right? But God saying ears is for hearing. For you to hear as the parents, not put your children on these rides. Make sure it's safe. It's going to be some choice words with some kind of defeat, because it's going to be a carbon copy of an S show, something you heard before, right? So we have right here that it says right here, God show me the way. Because you're going to be looking on the floor for it. So we got to change this to, you're going to be looking on the ground for your kids. God show me the way, because you're going to need prayer. Follow me? Okay, let's just flow. And so we need to, God's saying it's time for you to act. So don't play around when it comes down to your children, right? Because we dealing with some kind of amusement rides. So if you're a person who actually do the pulling of the lever or whatever you do, you need to make sure that stuff is right, because you got a hand in it when these children get hurt also, because you're the one who pulling the lever and sending them up in the air. And also whoever own the ride in general, the park or whoever this is. But God talking to the parents now. If you got children underage, it's up to you to make sure your children are safe. Right? Somebody want a peace treaty for a checkmate. Maybe it's going to be these people who own the rides. I don't know. You feeling your feelings, because they are your feelings. Right? Period. Thinking. Because it says right here, we got to just put a name here. Whoever it is, going to be animalistic, controlling, fighting, fussing. Right? Toward you, and that would be probably the people who own the ride. Get what I'm saying? This person needed to do some soul searching and check himself though, because we have someone who might take pills some kind of way, and you might be the person who actually turning on and off the ride, or whoever this is. Okay, it says right here that you're going to be dealing with a biller where you're going to be getting money from. Get what I'm saying? And that would be whoever owned this ride. Because we have right here, we got a kinkster who wanted to supersize whoever owned the ride, right? Because it says right here that you're going to look on the floor for it, on the ground for it, and that will be your children. God show me the way, because you're going to need God to show you the way to survive after losing your children. Follow me? Because here we got the fairgrounds right here, right? Because this person wanted to get a pocket full at the fairgrounds, wanted to make money, wanted to skimp. Might didn't even get the rides inspected, anything like that. Let's flow. You got a chance at love to love your children. Make sure those rides are right before putting your children on there. Be the best queen you can be. Let's flow. Universe, you know about it. So we have right here that relations to not wanting you as a woman. So let's flow with this right here. We might have a mother. I got to change it around for the storyline. You're a mother I'm talking to, right? So whoever this is don't want to respect you as a mother, as a woman, right? Do not lower your standards, God. So this person trying to not respect you as a woman, right? Because you're a woman, he don't want to give you the same respect he would do with a man. There's an S show. You're getting a carbon copy of what you had before. Maybe fussing with this man about what done happened. Because God says ears is for hearing. You playing lottery for a chance to win with whoever this is. But God said ears are for hearing, right? So we have this person want full range submission out of you, right? So God wants you to go ahead and begin. Because we got no growth comes from the same sex, right? So your choices are your own, God says, right? Somebody scaling something out for a rosy summer, right? So you got to start to love yourself, God says, right? Because somebody jacking you up physically or they want money out of you. Because somebody want to know if you work worthy and opinionize. If you work worthy, maybe to work at this amusement park, or you are a parent. I'm talking to you, right? But God say any deterrent that causes a dysfunction in the AM, you need to get away from. And the dysfunction would be the ride. Because if the ride is not right, you need to get away from that because it's camouflage going on, right? And God said it won't work. You got a sixth sense about this thing. If the equipment not working right, God don't want you to be a part of it. God don't want you to have yourself all entwined in it. You want to know, did the person really care? The person who owned the ride, owned the amusement park, or whoever hired you, wondering what's inside the door of this person's mind. Because some kind of way God wanted you or wants you to plant a vision for yourself. Maybe you groggy because maybe you sleepy, getting up in the middle of the night, going to work in the middle of the night, anything like that. Okay, it says right here, you like having fun or dressing, or maybe whoever your boss is, I don't know. So somebody wanted to go full force and grow their business, right? But whoever it is, probably not getting the stuff inspected like it should be. Get what I'm saying? Or not hiring the right people. Person broke you off like a twig on a tree, or gonna break somebody's children off like a twig on a tree. Get what it's saying? Because if the person not having a ride right, some kids is gonna die. Get what I'm saying? Because of this person not doing what he's supposed to do. God says it's time to act. Or maybe your boss was saying it's time for you to act. But God's saying it's time for you to act. Maybe the person saying, promise me you're going to act. You're going to come to work or anything like that. But maybe God's saying to you it's time for you to act and tell on this person. Don't let children die unnecessary. If you know that stuff not inspected and you work somewhere at an amusement park or anything like that, go somewhere wherever you go at about it to make sure stuff is right. Or don't take your children. Maybe God talking to a parent, don't take your children. Right? Now, if you're going to go and talk to the people and find out, nobody takes out time to find out if stuff working correctly. They just put their children on. Okay? So it says right here, I'm making a change. You making a change. Believe what you wish. So maybe you decide to quit. Stop getting up in the middle of the night. Quit. Or you don't want no parts of it no more. Whoever you are, if you work for this person, or if you somebody who bring your you decide to take your child to a ride and you finding out things ain't quite right, and you decide and you going somewhere else. You seeing your ambition and your work, your child's work, you're not gonna put your child on, right? Because these people, whoever it is, weren't gonna come for, because some kind of way something ain't right. Okay, we have right here, because funeral parlor card is going to be deaths. Get what it's saying? Because chalk this thing up and move on. Whoever you are who working for this person, or the parents need to chalk it up and move on. If it's some kind of amusement park, you got to get away from there. Here's God. Make arrangements to get out of that camp. If you work there, if you're somebody who worked there and run and you the person who run the rides or whatever you do, chalk it up and get away from there, because it's nothing but trouble. Because you're going to end up in jail along with whoever owned this stuff, right? But if you're somebody taking your children somewhere, God telling you it's time to move on. Go to another place. Don't keep going there when they have faulty rides. Get what God's saying. If you're a parent. Because it's going to be some deaths right here. Okay, it says right here, you're going to be talking from a car, in a car to somebody, right? I mean to please. So maybe they saying they mean to please as far as the rides. It's going to be fun. I got to take this card another way because this is a romantic card, but I'm going to take it a whole nother way. Okay, why? Is because I'm a female would bother you, right? Follow me? Me being a female bother you. Because if you're a mother complaining or whatever, whoever don't feel like they have to answer to you. Now, if it was a man, a father, they would. Here you are, have skills I'm on here. You're going to go to a whole nother amusement park or anything like that. Follow me? Or another ride in general. And the person trying to buy you, I give you some free tickets if you ride this ride, if you stay here, whatever they saying. Anything like that. If it was a man, he wouldn't give him all of the trouble he giving you. Because you're a female, that's why he giving you trouble. He feel he don't have to answer to you. Are your God your God? You are being molded. Are you molded to a religion, having faith, being kind and nice? Are your leaders your God? So some kind of way you stand being calm and everything, but you need to loosen up and change up so you can be respected here. Or the bosses here at this amusement park or whatever this is, you looking at them as God, as they can't be touched, but they can be touched. You need to go to whoever, the law or your attorney or somebody, they can be touched. Spin the tables around on them. Follow me? Because it was repercussions, right? From them acting like they can't be touched. And you're going to spin the tables around and you're going to have to get a lawyer or do something here. Okay, because universe, they put the brakes on it. Working there and you pulling a lever on some faulty ride that's going to have kids die, or you taking your children and putting your child on after hearing this storyline. If you don't talk to the person first some kind of way and find out about, well, when the last time it was inspected, anything like that. Most people just jump on, they don't ask no questions. But God's saying right now with any of you parents, it's time for you to start asking questions. Stop throwing your children on. Because we got some children that's going to be falling off the ride. God, it's been all day long for me. But God wanted me to do the storyline, so I had to do it. I'm going to have to invite in a healing because some children is not going to be alive off of the storyline. It can change up if, people wind up not going to these places where these faulty rides are. Talking will be the only way for you to heal. For the ones who go anyway, where it wind up being where you lose your kids, right? You're going to have some choice words that cause defeat, fussing with the people who own the rides, own the amusement park, anything like that. So it says right here that you are still here, God saying you're going to have to enjoy your life. Release your loved one. That would be whatever your children, whoever you lost, your children, your child, whoever it is you lost with the faulty ride. Because faulty ride, holding on to a corrupt pain, but God say let go of the destruction, right? Because this person didn't see your family's worth, your child's worth, who owned the ride, to see that your child or your children or whoever you lost is worthy, was worthy of living. Because whoever this is didn't do the right thing, didn't have it inspected, didn't have it up to par. This person wanted to grow his business, her business, whoever this is, and supersize and keep on going strong. But didn't really want to do everything that needed to be done. Get what I'm saying? People just jump on. Because I saw them children. It's still like that for me, right? I feel it's going to fade down once I'll be finished with this. Because I just did the storyline. So maybe, is this it, God? I got to talk to God for a minute. Is this it, God? Is this it for it? I feel the story was told. I feel that's it. Now God will release it out of my mind. Because I got this from ever since I woke up. Because this was a dream. That's why I say, where's these children falling from? Down the, it seemed like they're coming down the steps. But I couldn't figure it out. So I asked God over and over different things upstairs. Is they falling down the steps of an apartment building? The school? Where they falling from? Out of the windows? I was trying to figure out what. And God told me the rides. Get what I'm saying? So it's the rides. So you got to make sure you inspect, talk to these people as far as your children rides before throwing your children on from now to summer or whenever it is you put your children on the rides. Talk to these people about when it was inspected. Take our time and ask questions. Stop just jumping on. Feeling like, oh, it works. Don't jeopardize your children's lives or your own lives. But I saw kids. All of them was children falling down. All of them. And then it was like a little baby. And it was like my hand caught the baby. Get what I'm saying? God used me as an angel at the time to catch that baby. Because I don't know what the baby was doing on anyway. The baby was wrapped in a blanket. So the baby might have been between a good 3 months old and 5 months old. It's like I caught the baby. I didn't catch everybody else, but I caught that baby. So I said, why is the children falling down the steps? It was like the children falling down. So I said, Lord, what is that? So when it's all over with, it's a ride. And the thing is, you got to check these rides out before putting your precious cargo. Because your children, look, I'm saying your precious cargo on these rides. Get what I'm saying? Precious. More precious than silver or gold. Your children are a treasure. Can never be replaced. Check these rides out before putting your children on from now to whenever you're going to be on rides. Don't think it's a big deal or you don't want to make a big deal out of it. Ask these people. If you got to get something in print, see it in print. They should have it really listed anyway. They should have something. They should have something on the ride, some kind of way, a big, what you call it, a big paper printout of when it last was inspected where parents or whoever can look at it. Get what I'm saying? And say, oh, this was inspected, last month or something like that. They should have something on there. So maybe some parents can fight for something like that where they can get something in print up on the ride, some kind of way near that ride where you can read and see when it last was inspected. Get what I'm saying? Because you got the right to know because you're putting your precious cargo on there, your children, your own life, but you're putting your children on. Some people put your children on alone, depending on their age. And your children are valuable and you can't take chances with your children. So value your own children by making sure that the rides are safe. Talk to these people before putting your children aboard because you putting your children aboard. You doing it. They not snatching and grabbing. You doing it. Because you're going to feel bad at the end. That is your fault. So God wants you to do all you can to keep your children safe. This is the Brass Love One, Healer Terrell.